Welcome to Shoe Talk, well, kind of more channel talk for December 2024. This is going to be a little bit shorter, a little bit different than my normal Shoe Talk videos, but there's a couple important things to talk about, so let's jump in. I almost didn't make this video this month because I'm in the middle of my end of year content, which is all Shoe Talk. So there's a lot of Shoe Talk stuff, and the stuff I would normally be talking about generally in these monthly Shoe Talk videos are all kind of mixed into, for the most part, this end of year content. But there are two really important things that I want to talk about to update everyone for December. And the first one really is around channel growth. This channel has grown a ton this year, and I want to thank everyone who subscribed to this channel and just participated in this channel with a comment, a like, whatever that is, because the growth here has been pretty amazing. For the year of 2024, I have seen 12,107 new subscribers as of the recording of this video. And there's still about a week left in 2024, so that number will probably go up a little bit. That's a ton of subscribers, and I appreciate every one of you for finding value in what I'm doing here enough to subscribe and check back time to time what I'm doing here and the content that I'm putting out. It means the world to me. Now, I put out 151 videos this year. I think about 126 of those were long form videos. The rest were shorts. I'm mostly a long form video person. I'm not really a shorts. I do shorts just because I enjoy making a short here and there, but that's also a lot of content. So I'm glad that that content finds people who want to watch it. Now, one of the numbers that really blew me away here is I've had over 2 million views on this channel in 2024. That's huge. I remember thinking about when I was starting the channel to get to the first 1 million, it would take me many, many years, like 5+ years, just for that first 1 million. But in 2024 alone, it was over 2 million now. So really thankful for that amount of attention on the content I'm doing. But the number that really impressed me is this number. Now, this is watch hours, over 171,000 watch hours. Now, this is a metric that doesn't really matter to people outside of YouTube, but this is one that YouTube really, really does seem to care about, and it's at the front and center of pretty much every analytic that YouTube shows us as creators. But that's a lot of time, but what really blew my mind here is contextualizing that time in some other metrics. So if you take that 171,000 watch hours and you put it into days, that comes out to 7,140 days. 24 hours a day, 7,140 days people have watched my content in 2024. Another way of saying that is 234 months. That's absolutely crazy. And just so you know, and this is the one that really blew me away, that's 19.5 years. People have watched my content on this channel in 2024 alone for 19.5 years in total. That's absolutely mind-blowing. So I wanted to make this video so that I could give a space to actually thank, again, everyone who followed along this year with a subscription, with a like, with a comment. Those of you who have joined this channel that want to support me more on a monthly basis, I thank you for that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a join link below this video, or there's a link in the description. Check all of that stuff out if you're interested. But if you just want to come here and watch the content, that's great too. I appreciate you, and thank you everyone for an amazing 2024. And moving on to the other piece of news that I want to share, and this one is a big deal to me. In 2025, I'm going to be collaborating with Nike for a lot of content on this channel. Now, that's going to mean a couple things. That's going to primarily mean I'm going to be seated with shoes, in the embargo period. So I'll have content ready on a launch day for many of Nike's primary releases next year. That's great because I don't always get access to things here in Taiwan that I want to cover. So that's great, especially given that I'm primarily a Nike runner. But two, and this is why they approached me. When I work with a brand, I want to work with the brand, the head office, the headquarters. I don't want to go through PR agencies. I don't want to go through third-party services. I want to work directly with the brand because I want to build relationships into the brand, into the comms team, into the product team, into all of the teams that I can. And this is how Nike approached me. Nike approached me as a storyteller, and that was a huge point of validation for me. Because when I started this channel, I set out to tell the stories of these products we like. Yes, I review running shoes, but I also talk about running shoes from a product design standpoint, how those shoes fit into the brand's plans, where they're going, their product line, but also where it fits in the industry, and maybe tying it back to the history of the product too, so you can see how the evolution is. It's storytelling. And that's why Nike approached me, is they're looking for storytellers. And we have been talking back and forth for a couple months, and we had some great conversations, and we really kind of agreed on storytelling. That's where we can collaborate. That's where we can work together. So in the long term, and I look at this as a long-term relationship, as I do any brand that I partner with or collaborate with on this channel, this is going to do a couple things. It's going to give me more access to products, so I can have more timely reviews, but it's also going to help me over time build relationships within the organization, within Nike, so that I can get and tell these stories from the source. I can tell these product stories from the source, or these brand stories, or whatever it is I want to talk about. I'll have access to that. And that's what I've been really working for on this channel. Now, we've had a couple conversations, and I've thrown some ideas out there, and they've been accepted pretty positively, and pretty excited actually on Nike's side of it for my ideas. So it's all exciting, and it's all new, and I'm excited to get into 2025. Now, the first review of a Nike shoe that was sent to me will come out on January 1 of 2025. If you're curious what that's going to be, you can see it on my Strava because I've been running in it. So follow me on Strava if you're interested in that stuff, or follow me on Instagram, and you can see when I receive these things, because I do post it over there as posts or stories. But it's going to be exciting talking about this shoe. It's been one of the most requested shoes on this channel, and I've got some thoughts on it. So I'm excited about this partnership, and in the way they approached me is a real big point of validation that I am doing the right thing on this channel, and I'm staying authentic to my vision and what I want to talk about, and really why I started this channel. And brands recognize that, and it means a lot to me. So thank you for Nike to have the confidence to reach out and want to work with me in the first place. Again, thank you everyone for the support in 2024. 2025 is going to be a big year for the channel. I have a lot of content planned, a lot of ideas, a lot of things in the works. There's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes right now. I have so much content that as I'm mapping out my content plan for really into the spring, Q1 and Q2 of next year, I'm actually having to move stuff into the summer because I just don't have time to produce it all in the winter and spring the way I normally would have. So that's a good problem to have, that I just need to shift things, till later in the year. So 2025 is going to be a big year for the channel. I'm excited. And again, thank you everyone for following along in 2024. And here's to a great 2025.